Good morning, friends, and thank you to everyone who joined me earlier today for our group meetings that you guys did an awesome job with your counting and with talking about fruits and vegetables. So we're going to do a little bit more review now and talk a little bit more about plants. Okay, are you guys ready to sing hello? Ready? Hello, cha-cha-cha. Hello, cha-cha-cha. Hello, and how are you? Cha-cha-cha. I'm fine, cha-cha-cha. I'm fine, cha-cha-cha. And I hope that you are too, cha-cha-cha. Okay, let's go over our calendar. Like we said before, we're starting to run out of our current month. It's going to be our new month on Friday. But for now, let's figure out what month we're in. So our month begins with the letter A. What month are we in, friends? We're in April. Can we say April? April. Good. We're in the month of April. We're in the month of April. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. We're in the month of April. We're in the month of April. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Very good. Let's count how many days we have so far in April. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. What number comes after 27, friends? We have 28, which is a 2 and an 8. Can we say 28? 28. Today is the 28th. And what year are we in? We are in the year 2020. Can we say that together? Ready? 2020. And what season are we in? We are in spring, right? Okay, so let's figure out what day of the week it is. So yesterday was Monday. Yesterday was Monday. Now let's figure out what today is. We have Sunday, Monday. What day comes after Monday? Good, Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Can we say Tuesday? Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Now let's figure out what tomorrow will be. We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What day comes after Tuesday? Good, it's Wednesday. Can we say Wednesday? Wednesday. Good, tomorrow will be Wednesday. Now let's go over our letters that we've learned so far this month. What is the name of this letter? What letter is this? This is the first one we learned. This is E, right? And E says what? What sound does E make? It says eh, eh. Can we say that? Eh, eh. Like egg. Egg. Very good. Now our next letter is this. What letter is this? This is N. Can we say N? N. And what sound does N make? It says no, right? Like no, nose. Can we say that together? Ready? No, nose. And then the last one was the one we learned last week. What letter is this? This is X. Can we say X? X. And what sound does X make? X says x, x, right? Like in X, right? And fox. So one time, can we say X? X says x, 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 x. Good. Now let's go over our new sight word for this week. Our sight word for this week was S-A-I-D. S-A-I-D. Does anyone know what this word is? This is said, okay, like when you talk. Can we say said? Said, like I said good morning to my friends. Said. Can you guys think of a sentence for said? Good. Can we say said? Said. Now let's do our new word family. Our new word family is the E-T word family. Remember, that's not a word on its own, but we can use this ending sound to make new words. E-T says at. Can we say at? At. So what letter is this? We've had this one a lot already. This is the letter P. And what sound does P make? P says p, p. Now we're going to add at. So I have p, at, p, at, p, at. What word do we hear? We have pet, right? Like I have a pet guinea pig. Our next one is our letter, one of our letters from this month. What letter is this? It's N, right? And what sound does N make? N says n, no. So now we're going to add at. So we have n, at, n, at, n, at. What word do we hear? We have net, right? Like you catch a butterfly in a net. Good. And our last one we had done was this. What is the name of this letter? Hold on. This is the letter what? W. And what sound does W make? It says what. And now we're going to add at. So I have what, at. What word is this? It's wet, right? You get wet when you go out in the rain. So one more time, can you guys repeat after me? At, pet, net, wet. Very good. Okay, let's go over the numbers we've been learning. Our first number is a 1 and a 1. What number is this? This is 11. Can we say 11? 11. Good. I'm going to change this to a 0. What number is a 1 and a 0? This is 10, right? Can we say 10? 10. Now I'm going to change this to a 1 and a 3. What number is a 1 and a 3? This is 13. Can we say 13? 13. Good. Now we're going to do a 1 and a 2. What number is a 1 and a 2? This is 12. Could we say 12? And the last number we had done was a 1 and a 14. What number was this? This, I just said it, oh my gosh. A 1 and a 4 is 14. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do our 2 numbers of the month. Our first one is a 1 and a 5. What number is a 1 and a 5, friends? That is 15. Could we say 15? 15. And then we're going to make a 1 and a 6. What number is a 1 and a 6? That's 16. Could we say 16? 16. So one more time. 15, 15, 16, 16. Very good. So what is the name of this shape? What shape is this? This is an oval. Could we say oval? Oval. And what kind of size does an oval have? Oval has curved sides. Could we say curved sides? Curved sides. Good. What is the name of this color? It's our color of the month. This was yellow. Could we say yellow? Yellow. Very good. So we have been talking about plants this week. Yesterday we had checked on our lima bean plant. I'm going to look at it today and we'll see if it's grown anymore. So let me just go grab that. Okay, so I grabbed our lima bean plant, which unfortunately still smells really bad, which I'm not so sure how this is going to go, but hopefully we'll keep at it and it will keep growing. Okay, so unfortunately, lima beans haven't really grown much since yesterday. This one is still growing quite a bit. We could see the shoot is poking out of the seed here. But unfortunately, not all of them are growing. Some of them I'm going to actually throw out because they're starting to rot, which means they're starting to go bad. But This one is actually still quite healthy. It's just not growing yet. So you can see the difference. This is what it started out like. And this is what it looks like when we see the shoot coming out of it when it's starting to germinate or grow. Another word for grow is germinate. So you guys can see that this is the start of our lima bean plant. Okay. And hopefully they will continue to grow and we will get to see what it will look like. Like I said, I'm going to throw out the gross ones today and change everything out. Hopefully that will help the ones that are still healthy to continue to grow. So I'm going to do that and hopefully that will help. Also, just wanted to show you guys I have only one from the other bag actually growing. The rest have rotted. So like I said, I'm going to throw them out. But you can see here the plant is, the little shoot is starting to come out of the bean as well. It's very tiny still, but it is starting to grow. So I'm going to save this one and I'm going to put it in the bag with the other ones. I took out all the ones that were rotten. I'm throwing them in the garbage and I'm going to save the ones that are still doing well and we'll continue to grow them. So this little guy I'm going to put in a bag with the other ones that are growing well. Okay, so yesterday and this morning as well, for those of you who met me in my small group, we were talking about fruits and vegetables. Now remember we said fruits and vegetables are actually parts of plants, right? We had said yesterday I showed you an apple and we said an apple is a fruit, right? And our fruit is the part of the plant that has seeds in it, okay? We know apples have seeds. Some of my other friends brought in some fruits this morning. We had friends bringing kiwi and bananas as well, and those are all fruits. I might have forgotten something. If I do, friends, I apologize. We also had, Clive and Toby had brought in peppers. Now, peppers are technically a fruit, right? Because they have seeds in it. We do eat them like vegetables, same with like cucumbers. Okay, we eat them like vegetables, but they are technically fruits because they have seeds in them. The foods that are other parts of the plant are vegetables. Our carrots that I showed you yesterday are the root of the plant. So the roots are vegetable. Things that are the stem, like celery and asparagus, are vegetables because they're stems. And then things that are leaves, like lettuce and cabbage, are also vegetables because they are the leaf of a plant. So if it's a stem, a root, or a leaf, that makes it a vegetable. And if it has seeds in it, that makes it a fruit. Now, what I want to talk to you guys today about, we're talking about different types of plants this week. So those are the difference between fruits and vegetables, right? What I want to talk to you about was something else about the fruit, okay? Something else that can make fruit different besides the fact that it looks different, like a banana and apple look nothing alike, is where it grows. So fruit can actually grow in 3 different spots. The first one it grows on is a bush, okay? Some fruits, especially berries, grow on a bush. Other fruits grow on trees, okay? Other fruits grow on trees. Like when we're talking in our apple unit about apples, right? Apples certainly grow on trees. And our last one is a vine. If you guys think all the way back to our pumpkins, okay, a vine is like a long stem, and then the fruit grows off of it. If you guys think back to our pumpkin unit, which remember pumpkin is technically a fruit, even though we eat it like a vegetable, pumpkins grew on vines. So fruit can grow on a bush, on trees, or on a vine. So what I wanted to show you guys was different pictures of fruit. And then you guys are going to guess whether it grows on a bush, a tree, or a vine. So my first one is a blueberry. So what do you guys think about blueberries? Do blueberries grow on a bush, a tree, or a vine? Well, blueberries are a berry, and all berries happen to grow on a bush, okay? Also raspberries, blackberries, any kind of berry you'll find on a bush. Now, we said apples grow on trees, but they're certainly not the only ones. What do you guys think about, oh my gosh, I totally messed up. So we have the berries grow on a bush, so now we still have trees and vines left. So we know apples grow on vines and I mean, oh my gosh, apples grow on trees and pumpkins grow on vines, but they're not the only ones. So let's look at pears. What do you guys think a pear grows on? Does it grow on a tree or a vine? What do you think? Does a pear grow on a tree or a vine? Pears grow on trees, okay? Just like an apple or an orange. And the last one we're going to do are grapes. What do you guys think a grape grows on? Grapes grow on what? Do you think they grow on a bush, a tree, or vines? Well, you can actually see here, did you see the sticks in the picture, the long stems? That is actually the vine. Okay, you could see it pretty well here. It's actually a vine, so grapes grow on vines. Now, one thing that fruits and vegetables do have in common is what? What do they have that's the same? We've talked about all how they were different, right? They're different parts of the plant. Some have seeds, some grow in different places, but what's something that's the same about all of them? Well, the one thing that's the same is that they're all plants. And since they're all plants, they all need the same things to grow. What do they all need to grow? Well, they all need sun, they all need water, they all need fresh air, and they all need soil. So even though they look totally different and taste totally different and grow in different places, the thing that they all have in common is they all need the same things to grow. Okay, because they're still plants, they're still living beings, they all need the same things to grow. Right now, our land-moving plants, I gave them the sun, right, by putting them in the window. Unfortunately, my apartment doesn't have as much sun, but we are giving it some sun. We gave it water when we wet the paper towels. We didn't give it regular soil, right? We're using the paper towel like soil, and we gave it air by leaving the top open. So even though these things all look totally different, they all have a lot in common or the same because they all need the same things to grow. So we're going to read a book about plants growing, okay? And this has to go with our fruit and vegetable unit. So this book is called An Orange in January. So first of all, where do you guys think an orange grows? I just told you, so let's see if you remember. Does it grow on a bush, a tree, or a vine? Well, oranges grow on trees, okay? And what do you guys think? Are they a fruit or vegetable? They're a fruit, right? A lot of you guys brought that in this morning to our small group. They have lots of seeds in them, so they are a fruit. So let's see how oranges grow. In a land that glowed with spring light, an orange blossomed. So remember we talked about this. When a plant is growing, first it grows a flower, and then that flower turns into a fruit, okay? So here are orange blossoms. They're flowers that will eventually turn into oranges. Bees feasted or ate on sweet nectar, as sweet as honey, until... So the nectar is the sweet stuff inside the flowers that the bees like to eat. The petals started to fall away, and the orange began to grow into what it was meant to be. So the flower's all gone, and our orange is starting to grow. It grew slowly and steadily, fed by the earth's soil and the ocean's breath. Right, so it's getting soil and fresh air to help it grow. Soaked with rain and drenched in sunshine, the orange grew plump and bright until a hand brown with the seasons of sun plucked it from its branch. While dew still glittered on the leaves, its days of growing were over, but yet there was still life in it. It had far to go. So what do you think they're going to do with the orange now that they picked it from the tree? What do you think they're going to do with it? Let's see. From bag to basket. Where do you think they're going to take these oranges? From truck to truck. I wonder where this truck is going. It followed the skyway over mountains, across deserts and plains, until the orange arrived at the grocery store. There it rested, aglow with the goodness inside, until... So all these other fruits and vegetables in this picture also came from a farm, just like our orange. 2 hands, small and soft, took it from the pile and called it the best orange of all. Carrying it home, the child felt its roundness and imagined himself as a juggler, a pitcher, or a fortune teller who could see tomorrow. That night, as ice gleamed on the branches, he dreamed of a land that shone in summer light. When morning came, the orange reached the end of its journey, bursting with the seasons inside of it. So what is he doing with the orange? Yeah, he's going to take it to school in his lunchbox. And 2 hands, pink with cold, shared its segments, which is the different pieces of the orange, so that everyone could taste the sweetness of an orange in January. The end. So something our fruits and vegetables all have in common is that they were grown on farms, okay? And they all needed the same things to grow. As we saw with our orange, it got sun, it got air, it got soil, and it got water, okay? And then it grew. So we're going to continue talking more about different types of plants this week. Today I'm actually going to go for a walk around my apartment complex and look at the different types of plants that are growing around here in springtime to give you guys an idea of what different types of plants look like. Because also what we talked about right now is fruits and vegetables. We know that it's certainly not the only type of plant. So for the rest of the week, we're going to talk about other types of plants that we can see. And if you guys have time today, what would be super awesome is if you could go for a quick walk around your neighborhood and look at the different types of plants that you could see. And you could take pictures of them or even draw a picture so you can learn more. So I will see you tomorrow for some more small group, and we'll talk more about plants and we'll do some more counting. So I will see you then. Bye.